Hello, and welcome to Lesson 4.03, Charlemagne. Just a reminder, Unit 3 closes April 5th, so please make sure that you are looking at your grades tab, and if there's anything that you need to make up, please make sure that you do complete that. Okay, because this is a recording, obviously there's not going to be live writing on the board, but let's go ahead and think about some review questions from the previous lesson. What do we call the medieval self-contained building or buildings where monks lived and worshipped, devoting their time and life to God? So you can go ahead and think about that as I'm reading. Why were monasteries important during the Middle Ages? And who was the 5th century founder of the Benedictine rule that helped spread monasticism through Europe? So hopefully you've had a few brief moments to think about the answers to those questions. So question number 1 was a monastery. Is that self-contained building where monks lived and worshipped? Monasteries were important because they helped to feed the poor, take care of the sick, and they provided education to boys in the local community. They were a place where travelers could stay during the Middle Ages, as there were very few inns during that time. And then Benedict of Nursia, or Saint Benedict, was the 5th century founder of the Benedictine rule. Okay, on to today's lessons. Objectives of today's lessons. Identify Charlemagne as king of the Franks in AD 800 and list examples of his achievements. Locate Charlemagne's empire on a map and identify the countries that are in that area today. And again, remember, we learn about different religions to understand the interactions between different cultures during historical time periods and to understand how they impact history both in the past, present, and in the future. Charlemagne, the father of Europe. Charlemagne, or Charles I, also known as Charles the Great, was a Catholic king of the Franks. He was one of the most powerful and famous rulers during the early Middle Ages. He is often regarded as the father of Europe. And there's a video on Charlemagne that's from the History Channel, and if you go to your OMS and you look at the PDF of class notes, you'll be able to click on this live link right here. So when we're finished with this recording, I'd like you to go back, look at the class notes, and there's a few recordings that you're going to need to watch for today's lesson. Charlemagne created a huge Christian empire. Charlemagne, AD 742 to 814, was energetic, a skilled hunter, a lover of music and learning, and a devout Christian and a powerful athlete. Charlemagne defeated groups such as the Saxons and made them convert to Christianity. He helped spread Christianity to the lands he conquered. He blocked the spread of Islam to Europe. He conquered the Lombard kingdom, forced the Saxons to surrender and convert to Christianity, annexed Bavaria to his kingdom, and fought a series of battles in Spain and Hungary. He united in one superstate practically all of the Christian lands of Western Europe, excluding the kingdom of Asturias in Spain, southern Italy, and the British Isles. Charlemagne, again, this is addition to, created this huge Christian empire. He set up a palace school and brought the finest teachers to his court. There, they taught students who would one day become important government officials. He supported monasteries in their important efforts to preserve learning. He gave the monasteries funds and instructed them to care for the great classical works that they held in their libraries. He agreed to let scribes use a combination of capital and small letters, thus inventing Caligulaean minuscule, which we use today. Charlemagne was a Christian king that was devoted to the work of the church. He brought order to the empire, became the Holy Roman Emperor, and promoted great advancements in learning. Charlemagne crowned emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. And so if you go ahead and you can take a look at these pictures, he was a devout Christian. Again, Charlemagne built a huge cathedral. At Charlemagne's request, scholars and monks spent hours studying and copying ancient writings, and that's in Aachen. And then the medieval manuscript shows Pope Leo III crowning Charlemagne emperor of the Romans. Charlemagne's achievements. As emperor, Charlemagne made sweeping changes to many aspects of Frankish society. Politics, unified Europe for the first time since the fall of Rome. Education, built schools and preserved ancient writings. Religion, spread Christianity among conquered people. And law, developed a written legal code. Some more accomplishments of Charlemagne. Charlemagne insisted that the defeated Saxons accept the Christian church and be baptized as Christians. When the Lombards threatened the Pope in Italy, Charlemagne defeated them. He waged war against the Muslims in Spain. He valued the blessings of peace. He expanded education and learning. Throughout his life, he supported the efforts of monasteries to preserve learning. Charlemagne united a vast realm under the Christian faith, and people began to refer to that realm as Christendom. Charlemagne in war and peace. And again, this is just a picture here. He was a skilled warrior and commander who won countless victories. He was not just a fighter, though. He supported religion and education to strengthen his rule. And as we've talked about before, remember, religion and politics go hand in hand, politics or government, go hand in hand, especially during this time. And, we talk about religions and studying religions as, why are we studying this religion or why are we studying that religion? We really have to understand Charlemagne's drive for Christianity to be able to understand where we're moving forward to the Crusades and how that belief in his religion and his politics and his power led to pretty much the next big time period of war. And again, there's a video link here. It's about 5 minutes long, Charlemagne for Kids. You can go ahead and when we're done with this recording, look at the class notes, flip through the PDF slides, and then when you get to this, you can click on this link. Charlemagne, King of the Franks. Charlemagne was the king of Franks, AD 800. He was a fierce warrior and a strong king. As warrior, he conquered many kingdoms and expanded his kingdom. As a king, his reign included France, Germany, Austria, Italy, and northern Spain. Charlemagne united a vast realm under the Christian faith and became the first emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. Charlemagne expanded education and learning and supported monasteries in their efforts to preserve learning. And then here's a map. If we take a look at this, and again, you can look at this map, use this map, look at your book, use the information in your book. You can also go to Lizard Point. That is also posted in today's lesson, the link there. So, being able to understand geography and understand the area of the world that we're talking about is hugely important. It will make it more interesting as well. So if we take a look here, Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Liechtenstein, Slovenia, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Monaco, Andorra, Vatican City, Netherlands, and Hungary. And we've got the Swiss Alps in there, obviously the Bay of Biscay, North Sea, Mediterranean Sea, the Adriatic Sea. So just so you have a good understanding of where we're talking about. And then you can go ahead and again, you can use that PDF slide. You can click to this and see if you can remember where these places are. Again, Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Liechtenstein, Slovenia, Switzerland, Luxembourg, Monaco, Andorra, Vatican City, Netherlands, and Hungary. Or you can pause this video and see if you can fill those in. And then here are the answers, so you can check how you did. And that is all that I have for you today. So hopefully you have a good understanding of Charlemagne as the King of Franks, his achievements, what he did, and then his empire on the map as we see it today. Okay, so it is important that you complete your readings, pages 510 to 519. Your student guide, page 410, there's not much in your student guide for today. And then complete your 4.03 quiz, Charlemagne. Okay, and that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have an amazing day. Good luck working on this lesson on your own independently. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out in an email. Have a great day.